I'm very happy to meet this morning with Victor van Hoorn. He is waiting for me in Brussels and it's early in the morning. Thank you for having time for me. You know, the FNG will celebrate in 2021 its 20th anniversary. It's a big event, 20 years of FNG performance and work, and you are a part of the FNG network. And maybe let's start, Victor, to talk about the collaboration and the cooperation, the Eurasif and FNG.
Thank you very much for inviting me this morning. No, I mean, it's so to tell a little bit about Eurasif. Eurasif is the European umbrella organization of sustainable investment forums. Sustainable investment forums are multi-stakeholder organizations in different European countries. And of course, I mean, FNG is one of the leading ones for Germany, for Austria, and parts of Switzerland. And it's a vital member to have. I think we have had an excellent collaboration in our mutual goal of promoting sustainable and responsible investments.
Yeah, so 21 next year will be a big year because 20 years is a long time. And today everybody is wondering that they start such as early to talk about sustainable finance. So it's a great thing. You are in Brussels. You have maybe an overview about other countries in Europe. Is Germany there a leading country regarding to sustainable finance, or we are just in the leading group only?
I think what's been interesting, as you say, is that I think many of the companies and investors in the space that are very serious about sustainable investments haven't started that journey yesterday. They started a long time ago, at the same time as FNG was started, and other forums across Europe. Only it's excellent, and I think it's a proof of success for FNG and Eurasif that now sustainable investments is the mainstream. Everyone talks about it. We see the numbers growing and growing. So it's a success story. I think when you look at across Europe, FNG in Germany, obviously because of its size and because of its importance to Europe, is one of the leading players, and we always look towards Germany to see what is happening there. And I think from my personal perspective, if you think what responsible investments is hoping to achieve in meeting the long-term sustainability challenges we face, climate change, the fact that Germany is the industrial powerhouse of Europe. So a lot of the changes to the economy will have to happen there. And I think FNG there is uniquely positioned to have a great role in driving that dialogue between policymakers, industry, civil society, and investors.
So maybe let's look into the future. I think if somebody can celebrate 20 years, we will have a future. And what are the next steps to do together with the FNG from your side?
So I think what we've seen over the last couple of years, from 17 to 20, you're from a teenager and you grow into an adult. But we've seen the European Union take an unprecedented leadership role through policy and politics to lead those developments at international level, which is something we welcome very much. That is good, but we have to be honest and say that there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and that work will only grow in amount. And you will see big challenges around making sure the responsible investment market is transparent, robust, avoids greenwashing, can really promote those real world impacts we want. And of course, part of that is the discussion on the quality of ESG data, to name but one. These are all issues that will develop further over the next years at European level. And of course, FNG has a vital role to play in making sure that the German point of view and the German views from German market is well communicated to policymakers.
Victor, we have to talk about a very important thing. We have to talk about labels. You know that the FNG have a special label. It's a sort of market standard at the moment.
I think when you look at it, a lot of the ideas behind responsible investment is to provide more disclosure, more transparency to investors. But I think what we're seeing across all the markets in Europe is that the disclosures can be endless, and you can actually bury the customer under a mountain of information of which he can not make any sense. So that's where, for me, labels come in. Labels are an incredibly important tool to provide transparency in a easily accessible way to investors, and particularly retail investors who want to put their money in sustainable investments. And I think if you look at the track record, the FNG has been unbelievably successful with its FNG Siegel labels. And that's a success story, I think, that many other Eurasif members are looking at and thinking how they can, emulate that in their own markets. So I think that's tantamount, to proof of the success of FNG in this area.
Yeah, Victor, our interview is finished now. Thank you for having time for us, and hope to see you maybe next year on one of the parties maybe Angela will give to the audience and to the members of the FNG forum. And thank you for today.
Thank you.